Before dawn has even broken, a sharp clap breaks the silence. And in that moment, you are born into a world ruled by steel and honor, the year of the dragon. But right now, you're more like a meowing kitten, far from a fierce warrior. The disappointment on your father's face is obvious, because in these hard times, you are one more mouth to feed. Welcome to feudal Japan. Here, your life is written before you can even crawl. By the age of 5, while other children are playing, you begin to learn to sit still for hours. Visits to the family shrine are not prayers, they are tests of endurance. The incense almost burns your nose, your eyes water, but you must not sneeze. And those offerings, you must never touch them. Because even a small mistake turns into bigger consequences, and your father's gaze says everything. At the age of 6, your first real test arrives. Your hair is cut, and childhood quietly comes to an end. When you look in the mirror, you don't recognize yourself, as if wondering who that is. That top knot on your head feels like it weighs you down. But no one tells you this. This is only the beginning. At the age of 7, everything changes. You leave home, and now you belong to the dojo. This is your new home. And here, there is no such thing as comfort. It's time for your first lesson, how to sit properly for hours on your knees until your legs go numb. Others make it look easy, but you feel like you're sitting over burning fire. When you first hold your wooden sword, it feels heavy, very heavy. They call it a bokken, but to you, it is an embarrassment, because every time you drop it, there is punishment, and that punishment never ends quickly. Training, countless ways to fail. You slip, you fall, you collide. Your sensei only says, "Great mountains are born from small hills." But you know it's said for motivation. When winter comes, everything becomes harder. The ground is freezing. While your feet go numb, you meditate. Complaining? Don't even think about it. That is not worthy of a samurai. At the age of 13, you receive your real sword. Everyone says it's a sacred moment, but no one tells you this. That sword is responsibility. Even the smallest rust spot is a great disrespect to your ancestors. The first time you clean it, you cut your hand. Your sensei smiles. Now you have bonded with your blade, and you think to yourself, I wish I had started with origami. Then, mounted archery begins, riding a moving horse while hitting a moving target. It's not just hard, it's nearly impossible, and the horse doesn't take it seriously. Your sensei talks about patience, but the horse seems to laugh at you inside. Time passes, and one day, you are no longer a child. You receive a new name, a new life begins, new responsibilities, but deep inside, you are still the same. Someone trying not to trip over their own sword. Then your first battle arrives, and it is nothing like you imagined. No honorable duels, no elegant movements, just chaos, shouting, clashing, dust and fear. You have one goal, to survive. Over time, you become a leader, no longer fighting just for yourself, but for others as well. But the truth is, you have no plan. You simply appear confident, and strangely, it works. One day, your horse gets scared of a butterfly. Your plan falls apart, everything collapses, but the enemy is confused, and you win. Sometimes, even failure leads to victory. Over time, you realize the real battle is not fought with a sword, it is fought with people, with words, and sometimes with silence. Years pass, and you grow old. You are no longer as fast, but you are wiser. Young warriors challenge you to duels. They are fast. You are slow, but you wait for the right moment, and with a single move, you win. Your final battle is not a battle. It is a meeting, and you end a war before it begins, without drawing your sword. One morning, they find you in your garden, quiet, peaceful with a long, distant gaze. your sword resting on your lap, and at last you have mastered that perfect posture. The final words you leave to your students are simple. The true secret of being a great samurai is not mastering the sword. It is living long enough to realize most problems do not require one.